Hi guys. So today we've introduced a new style of hay feeder in with the lambs, and this is a round bale feeder, and we're feeding haylage. The reason we're feeding them haylage is that it's higher in protein and it's a lot easier for us to make because we don't have to have 4 days of dry hot weather, and for us it works much better. So this is one bale given this morning, and we're going to follow along to see how quickly they eat it and how they adapt to this new format of feed. So there's a couple of changes. One, it's a new type of feeder, and secondly, it's a different quality of feed. So for today, to introduce it, we're staying with offering them a dry bale of hay and this bale, and then what will happen is as they progress into it, if they do well with eating this, we will introduce a second feeder, and each side will have 2 feeders, and we'll go towards less dry hay for providing higher protein. So the difference between baleage and dry hay is that this drier hay is first cut and it has less protein than this baleage. So it's got higher protein and it's higher in moisture. Hello. Hello, sweetums. So these lambs are also being fed 15% creep, and we're aiming to sell them at, it's October now, so the end of November, beginning of December. That's our target market for this group. And if we can feed them, if they can adapt to being fed this type of feed, we can reduce the amount of money we're spending on purchasing creep feed. And it should balance itself out with providing this higher protein of baleage. We can already see instantaneously that they are adapting quite nicely. They're all gathered around this bale, and there's no one really around this bale. The other thing to note is we'll have to pay attention to how quickly they do consume this bale, because we don't want to see spoilage. Because it's higher in moisture, it has to be consumed in a shorter amount of time, otherwise it can spoil. So we're going to keep an eye on that. And we're going to set the other side up as well with another bale and see how they do. They walked away from the dry hay, and they hello pretty. They are choosing to eat the baleage. See how they do tomorrow. Now these guys are going back and forth now between the two. Alright, let's check on the lammies. This is the 24 hours later. Let's see how they're doing with this bale. Hey, sweethearts. Hey, pretty girl. Now we've introduced a second feeder and a second bale of baleage on both sides for both groups of lambs, and they seem to be adapting quite nicely to it. Ideally, they eat the bale within about 3 days. So what we're finding with using this type of round bale feeder is that it works quite well. The issue is that each day when we're inside the barn, we do have to pull the bale apart some, because there are parts that they can't end up reaching. So, and then it takes them longer to eat it, and we don't want them having to struggle for their feed. So every morning we just come into the bale. Hello. What's going on there, big fella? Hey, what's going on? Hey, beautiful. Hello. Hello. Right? the whole team here. Yeah. The rams just are starting to get quite rambunctious. So back to the bale. Basically, we just come in and we just pull the hay down. We'll have to pull the hay down into the sections where it makes it easier for them to access it. Again, big boy, eh? Again. They are so friendly. And Brammy, back 151 again, eh? Yes, you are. You're nuts. I got 2 of them. There he is. Hi. Liz loves to be rubbed the top of his forehead here, between his eyes. Don't ya? Yes, you do. This is one of my bottle babies, number 151. It's all grown up now and tends to want to ram me when I'm in the barn with him. Yes, this guy too. 2 little rams, and they're not that little. See, I've got a couple of them here.